was fairly typical in the 17th, 18th, and even 19th centuries. So the house is expanding in size, the family is diminishing in size, which means it's a lot more comfortable. So this was originally the master bedroom. You can, as you look through the door, you can kind of see the difference in construction. The wall on the right-hand side is wattle and daub. It's from 1750. So the construction is still pretty much the same as the old kitchen, although it's milled timber. It's still a cobbed wall, oyster shell plaster, all of that. The 19th century extension, however, is very lightly timbered. It's almost entirely brick, and there's lath in the ceilings, which means the ceilings on this side of the house are plastered from the beginning. So by 1819, this is really the modern wing of the house. This is about as good as it got architecturally without being fancy. This room that we're standing in, we think was a bit smaller than it is today because it's the only room in the house where the join in the floorboards, which you really can't see at the moment, is not underneath a wall, which means that at some point the wall and the staircase were moved to increase the size of the room. We think that happened sometime after 1867 because that's the year when Canarsie Lane, that was on that side of the house, flipped to this side. And on this side it was a highway. It didn't match up with the geometry as the city moved out this way, so at some point it was replaced for most of its length by Clarendon Road. But it was a large road. You could pass a coach in opposite directions without pulling off into the field, and it was a major thoroughfare out to Canarsie and the Jamaica Bay area for the better part of the century. What that does to the house, however, is it means that the back door, and this always was the back door, the Dutch love their symmetry. My sister-in-law is Chinese. She would say it's very bad feng shui, but they didn't care. They like to have their things line up. So the back door now becomes the main entrance to the house, and it changes the